guys, it's your boy Cam, CTB, Cam Talks Boxing. We saw last weekend Shakur Stevenson dominates Robson Conceição. We know he's moving up to lightweight. Let's see what's next for him. Yes guys, so Shakur Stevenson is moving up to lightweight. It's going to be very exciting. It's the hottest division in boxing already, and we're adding one of the hottest, he's not even a prospect now, one of the hottest talents, you can still say, in the world, the future of boxing, arguably the greatest talent since Floyd Mayweather, the best defense since Floyd Mayweather, and the future pound for pound number one in many people's eyes. I mean, what would be the next great matchup for Shakur Stevenson? And when we say that, we're saying realistic. Of course, we'd like him to fight Devin Haney next, Lomachenko, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, even Isaac Cruz. And actually, now that I said Isaac Cruz, that's a fight I'd love Shakur to have. But the thing with that is Isaac Cruz he's at Showtime PBC, isn't he? And obviously Shakur Stevens with Top Rank. So guys, let me know in the comments, who do you think Shakur Stevenson should fight next? His first fight at 135 pounds, lightweight. I honestly think Devin Haney will stop George Kambosos in the rematch and beat him convincingly. So I think Shakur v Kambosos will be a great fight, because there's no harm in Kambosos losing to Devin Haney twice in a row. I still think Kambosos is capable of having great matchups with other top lightweights like Isaac Cruz, Rolly Romero, William Zepeda, Jojo Diaz, etc. So it's just I think that would be a great fight. You got to really think who's with Top Rank. You got Ryan Garcia is with the Zone. I don't see, obviously Loma's fighting. He's in a couple of months. Is it December? In the Hulu Theatre at MSG. He'll be fighting, I can't remember his name now, I think it's Ortiz, I think his name is. But Loma, we know that Loma's going to fight Devin Haney next, so they're both tied up. So I think the perfect fight for Shakur Stevenson could even be someone from a different network, but they would be happy to come on to Top Rank. So I think the winner of Jojo Diaz and William Zepeda, I think that would be a great fight for Shakur Stevenson. I think he could fight Rolly Romero. I think that would be a decent fight. I'm sure Rolly wouldn't mind moving over to Top Rank for a fight, but then you know what Mayweather promotions are like, that's the issue. Ryan Garcia, I don't see that fight happening straight away. So yeah, I think for me, I'd like Shakur to have like a warm-up fight, because I know that's the realistic option. I think he should fight the winner of Jojo Diaz or William Zepeda, or I think George Kambosos Jr. Look, George Kambosos still had some solid wins against Lil Selby. He's obviously upset T.O. And the thing is, imagine if Kambosos loses to Devin Haney in a rematch, but gives him a really competitive fight. Competitive meaning, okay, I mean, you never know. Imagine if it's like a split decision. But I mean, if he wins some rounds, if he rocks Devin, for example, then that fight with Shakur Stevenson will be a really good fight before he fights the winner of Loma and Devin Haney. The thing is, after Devin Haney assuming he beats George Kambosos, if he fights Lomachenko then, if he does stay at the weight, let's say he beats Lomachenko or even loses, but I don't see him staying at lightweight after that. I think he'll be gone up to 140. So I think Shakur Stevenson, the likely fight will be against Lomachenko. Obviously some belts might vacate, but I think that's the likely thing to happen. I think the belts will vacate at lightweight, and I think that will make room for Tank and Shakur Stevenson. Now, will Tank move up to 140 as well? Following on from the likes of Lopez, Garcia might move up as well. Devin Haney, etc. So hopefully not. And if the belts are vacated, it'll make room for Shakur Stevenson to have a super fight with Tank Davis, Lomachenko. The thing is with Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis, Shakur is actually I think he's quite bigger. He's quite bigger than Tank as well. Obviously, he's not as heavy-handed, but when they took a picture together after the Rolly Romero fight, at Tank's last fight, Shakur looks a bit taller. He's just like the bigger guy. So I think that would be no problem in having that fight. Obviously, Tank can go up to 140. You never know, even 147, just because he's got so much power. But yeah, I think it's going to be it's the hottest. It's going to be so many great matchups. If Devin does the weight, that will be a super fight. Devin Haney against Shakur Stevenson. I think Ryan Garcia, we don't know what he's doing. If he's serious as well, that'll be a great matchup with Shakur Stevenson. I know they've been going back and forth on Twitter last few days, and it's so exciting, guys. I mean, even Shakur Stevenson's Isaac Cruz, I think that would be a great matchup. Rolly Romero, like I said, that would be a good matchup as well. A lot of trash talk, but look, who knows? Maybe Shakur Stevenson won't even be at 135 for long. He might collect a few belts and then move up to the money division, which looks to in about a year or two probably be. I say within 2 years it's going to be 140, isn't it? Because I think Teofimo Lopez is quite young. He'll stay there for a while. Haney will be there. Tank will probably move up. You've got Ryan Garcia is huge. He'll be there, and then obviously you've got the other names at 140 as well, like Prograis, Josh Taylor, etc. So let's see what happens with Shakur Stevenson. But I think him moving up is exciting. As of now, you've got Lomachenko, Tank, Devin Haney at the weight, and there could be some great matchups for him. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys, in the comments. But let's see where Shakur is next year and who he's going to be fighting. Peace out, guys.
Foreign bad bitch, I can't even pronounce her name. Talking numbers on the phone while I'm getting brains. Switch 4 lanes, I'm in my own lane. You can catch me